All right, the wind is bonkers again, so I'm just gonna try to get inside quicker, but the majority of the neighborhood is multifamily. Right here on this block, there's a lot of like duplexes or whatnot, but around the corner, it's mostly eightplexes, maybe even 16 doors. We have these here. So I wouldn't say it's quite as nice of a neighborhood. We got this kind of weird squared off cul-de-sac type thing, which creates some extra parking, but also kind of challenges with parking. Like this driveway here is kind of boxed in. So there'd have to be some type of common agreement with the neighbors, but generally pretty decent. The house looks pretty nice. It's off in the corner. It has this open lot next to it, which I'll just come peek at first, and then we'll head inside since the wind has kind of died down for a second. So this is great. This is without a doubt closer to the university. I mean, either one would be fine. This one is closer to other students, I think, because of all those large scale apartments right on the other side over here. Right straight this way is like the biggest grouping of large scale apartments in town. So obviously there's going to be a lot of students over at those apartments. But let's head on inside. Okay, it's nice to be out of the wind. So this is a bit smaller than I expected, so I'm gonna just go to wide angle there so you can see the layout. But really I'd say in here is only maybe 14 by 12 or so. Very nice, very clean, good finishes. It's just a little closed off. I'm gonna go right back to the standard. This is like a really standard layout, so I don't think we're going to be surprised by any of this. There's that. Another closet here, linen closet. I think that first one's intended to be a coat closet, but it has built-in shelves, so it would also be linen. This here is a full-size bed, and there's just enough room here. We also have the original wood frame windows. They seem to be in pretty good shape, but they still are the original. So that one looks out front of the house. Kind of nice, still kind of private, which is good. Regular closet. We have bedroom number 2. I guess technically this would be bedrooms 2 and 3, but same thing, a little bit small, wood frame windows. Nice finishes though, nice ceiling fan, nice, not blinds, but shades, actual pull down shades. And then this is nice, you don't often see this in the age of home, obviously, is the ensuite over here that we'll see. This again though is a full-size bed, so although this room is a lot bigger, it's still not huge. It has full-size bed and room for the chair, you know, and the nightstand. So obviously a king or even a California king would fit in here, but it would fill it up. There is not a ton of room here between, or at the foot of the bed here. So worth considering. And then a nice full bath ensuite. It's a pretty small vanity, but it's, I mean, to have an ensuite is pretty nice. This window does look like it's taken some of that moisture on. But it still looks like it's in really pretty good shape overall. Nice and clean. I don't think anything necessarily needs to be done here. It's nice to have. So that's 3 bedrooms that we have here. Kitchen looks great. Again, here's the layout. So dining room is similar to the size of the other one. The other one might be a little bit bigger, but they have plenty in here and plenty of space to play with. So I don't have any concerns with that either. This is just a veneer. So these are 24-inch panels down here for the wood. You can see the seam right there. Countertops, really nice single slab, what looks like granite. Undermounted sink, nice updated fixtures. So really no concerns here. I think we're probably maxed out with this refrigerator. As you can see, you know, the French door works just fine here. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know how good my aim is here. French door works fine, but in this opening, any other refrigerator would really close that opening off. So we're definitely maxed out on refrigerator size. So if they keep growing, that's gonna have to be a rearrange. But right now we're in luck. And then it's just a really nice little pantry. So that's fine. That's my only concern, I think, in this kitchen is that refrigerator is maxed out. Flooring is pretty nice. It's a LVP, nice looking though. I don't believe it's glued down. I think it's just a snap together, just based on the way it feels when I walk on it. That's really all I'm going on. But it really doesn't feel like it's completely glued down. I'll pop out into the wind again quick. Okay. Nice yard. It's fence is in great shape. It's really well kept. It's not huge. It does have a gate to that open area over there, which is actually a really nice feature. So gate here, open area here again. AC unit looks new and clean. Plumbing backflow looks all pretty good. Siding along the entire bottom is all, oops, I missed, is all kind of just water damage, capillary action. It's been sucking up snow for years. We also have this kind of bowing out. This is quite obviously bowing out. It's hard to see in the video, but this whole frame is being pushed out right now and it's failing. But there's an obvious, like, where it comes back toward the concrete pad and then comes out at the door. So that's, I mean, can we see it from here? So that would be a concern for me, but the paint looks pretty good. That siding, I mean, there's a lot of kind of water damage on the bottom of the siding. The snow hasn't been cleared away from the house. I don't know that there's any type of flooding concern or anything. Hopefully you heard me talking out there. If not, we can go over it on the phone. But yeah, a lot of that siding has some significant water damage along the bottom. You know, the capillary action sucking up. So that's one thing I would want to look at. But anyway, good paint and really well kept outside. Let's see if I can find is the light. All right, we're gonna have to go on flashlight. So just a good, clean one-car garage, concrete pad. A little work area here, also radon mitigation like the last one. Also looks pretty good. Nice heavy door to the back, also good. And then tons of storage here. I like the way they have this done. This is cool. This is like shot like a horror movie, but yeah, the one-car garage, no complaints. Really nice. So let me go back by the garage door so you can see full length. She even keeps her trash cans in here. And then little work area, storage area, backyard. So that's that. Let's head downstairs. Again, I really like what she's done here. The wood windows are a little bit of a concern, and the size, I was a little disappointed to see the size, but if this furniture was pushed back against the wall, it would seem a lot bigger, but there's also not. I mean, all this stuff in here is pretty small, and it still feels a little bit cramped for 4 people. So worth noting, this is these rungs are definitely going to be pointed out by an inspector, not up to code. Not that there's going to be any toddlers living here or anything, but even for resale, you'll need to replace that, or you'd want to replace that railing there. Okay, so back to wide angle. The laundry room is nice and clean. We have a linoleum floor surface. The rest is carpet. There's the radon mitigation pipe. I believe, no, that's sewer line there. Actually, I can't quite tell the difference, to be honest, right now. So, storage, under stair storage, exactly what you'd expect, just fine. Aluminum window with a small egress. Okay, so then this is a much bigger area. This is good for obviously the movie watching stuff. It's nice and quiet down here. Ceilings are okay. They're not, you know, terribly low or anything. Carpet is in good shape, so I don't think anything's really needed down here. Got a Goodman furnace. This always takes forever for me to find this. I'm not seeing a year here. It's a 50-gallon, which is nice. I'm just not seeing the year it was installed. But given that it has kind of all the new fixtures, I think it's a newer water heater, but it's nice that it's a 50-gallon. That'll help. Cutoffs here. Plastic. I'm not sure what the plastic is running to off the main, but the majority of it is copper, so good to go there. Yeah. All right, so then this I can tell is going to be funky, so we're going to back right back up. So coming down the stairs from upstairs, you have kind of a rec room, hangout room. Then I think we're going to have a shotgun bedroom, because this is going to be considered one of the bedrooms and this is the other. So that's a shotgun bedroom. Definitely one roommate is coming through the other roommate's room to get to theirs, unfortunately. You could drywall this off, obviously, and make a little hallway. You're cutting out some space. There is room to do it, though. That's not the worst thing. It would be a little bit of an L-shaped room. Definitely a project, though, because as far as roommates go, no one wants the traffic through their room to this room, especially when the bathroom is here. So this layout, in my opinion, straight up doesn't work. There's a closet here, and this is supposed to be a bedroom. It's the only access here to the bathroom, which has an outside thing. The bathroom is fine. It definitely needs more caulk. It's missing a lot of those seams. Not a problem. Nice and tall. Bathroom's great, honestly. I mean, there's no concern about the bathroom except that you have to go through 2 rooms to get to it. So layout's pretty tough. I'm not positive this is, in fact, I know this isn't conforming because it's a sliding window instead of a swinging window. It doesn't swing up, down, to the side, anything like that. So that means that the egress is technically only the openable portion of the window, which is not nearly enough. So this does not conform as a bedroom. It could certainly be used as a bedroom, but it does not conform. And when it comes to renting it to somebody, that would be my concern. This is a full egress. So I guess, you know, your option would be to use this room right here as a bedroom. This would have to just be like a study room, library. This would be your hangout room. But I mean, the bathroom here is such a challenge for guests. I don't know. Either way, I don't need to keep hashing it over. You've seen everything here. So I'm gonna end the video here, head back out in the wind. I'm gonna put the videos on to an upload and get them sent over to you. Talk to you soon.